Hey new mamas, welcome back. It's Ellie. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you how I meal plan and also a huge trap to watch out for in meal planning. But before that, I want to share a Crock-Pot Valentine's Day dinner that is so good, it's meaty, it's delicious, and it is served over top of the best rice you have ever had. Super duper top secret ingredient coming at you right now. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. In today's recipe, we're making beef and broccoli in the crock pot. Why not make it easy on ourselves this Valentine's Day? First, I'm doing a half cup of soy sauce. And now I am doing a tablespoon of sesame oil. I had to bust out a new bottle because that one was empty. Heaping tablespoon of minced garlic. And lastly, a 1/3 cup brown sugar packed. Give that a good stir. And this will be the sauce that you pour over your beef in the crock pot. So now we're going to add a cup of beef broth. I didn't have beef broth, so I put a beef bouillon cube in. And your meat, I used a flat iron steak, and I just cut this against the grain into strips. And then I put my sauce on top. Easy as that. You're going to cook this on high for about 90 minutes, and then you'll add your broccoli. So here we're back 90 minutes later, and the beef is cooking. It smells so good. Now we're going to make a cornstarch mixture to add and thicken the sauce. You're technically supposed to do that before you add your broccoli, but as you can see, I've already added my broccoli. All good. We just keep on trucking. Now you mix 2 tablespoons cornstarch with a 1/4 cup of water. Just stir this in. Stir it in. Stir it in. Again, wait to add your broccoli until after you've done this, and then you just put your broccoli right on top. I totally sauced mine, so it's super brown. Okay, on to the amazing rice. And yeah, this pot is beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. You're gonna do 3 cups of water and 1.5 cups of long grain rice. Okay, and now you're gonna do your top secret ingredient, better than bouillon. This is like a chicken base, and it makes the rice so good. You do this instead of salt. So no salt, you just add a big old tablespoon of this. And now actually you turn it on to boil, and you actually wanna add like 1.5 tablespoons of the base. I went back and added more because I was panicked. But you bring that to a boil, put the lid on, turn the heat off. Alright, move that off the burner so it can start to cool. You're gonna let that sit for 20 minutes and no peeking. Magnificent rice! It's done, it's fluffy, it's delicious. It's rice. So then you put this on your plate, put some beef and broccoli on top, and happy Valentine's Day dinner, everybody. So I actually went ahead and created a free printable recipe for this. You can go to my website, heynewmama.com. I will link it down below. There you can print out the recipe. It's so cute. Just pop it up on your counter and go make this beef and broccoli with this amazing rice. You're gonna love it. Now, I wanna talk about how I meal plan. So, you can see my lovely calendar here. It is just a weekly Sunday through Saturday calendar with some extra spaces at the bottom. So I got this off Amazon. It's just magnetic. I'll link it down below. I went ahead and made this into a free printable for you. In case you don't want to invest in the magnetic one right now, you can just use the paper copy. I'll link that down below. You can just click on it, print it, put it up on your fridge like this, and fill it out. So the way I break this up is, obviously we have each day of the week, but then we have breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner. Now, to be honest, this is mostly just for my kids. I'm kind of a creature of habit. I eat the same things most days. So this is really just to give me ideas for like whole family meals or for meals specifically for my children. That's one of the biggest tips I have with meal planning. Don't be too strict on yourself. This is just to give you ideas in a moment so that they're not all up in your head. You have them down on paper so they're easy to grab from, and you don't really have to use any brain power to get to them. So there's the first thing. The second thing is, if you're just getting started with meal planning, try to think of like what your family normally eats. What are you normally grabbing from your refrigerator? I bet right now you could probably think of like 3 snacks that your kids enjoy. So this is a huge tip. Just rotate those 3 snacks throughout the week. Okay, so that's kind of how I meal plan. I just look in the fridge, see what I have, try to throw some meals together. We don't ever stick to it exactly, but it is so helpful to just have ideas. Maybe you are a new mom and right now you just need a list of easy snacks on the fridge that you know that you can pull from whenever you need. Maybe you're a working mom and you just need to know like which freezer meals you can pull out as soon as you get home or the night before, and so you just have a list of freezer meals. Do whatever works for you. Here's the trap that I think we can sometimes fall into with meal planning. At least I noticed that I did. I actually joined this amazing group coaching program called Held by a woman named Simi Botich. She is local to Columbus, Ohio. I'll link her website down below. You can check her out. But she started a online group coaching program called Held. And in the first month, we talked about this idea of all or nothing thinking, all or nothing mindset. And I started to realize that I had this all or nothing mindset a lot of times around meal planning. You know, like I said, it's just to give you ideas. It's not to stick to it strictly. But there were weeks where like I didn't do it at all, or I would write it down and then the week would just kind of like fall off track and we wouldn't eat anything the second half of the week that I had listed. But what I started to realize is it wasn't about doing it every single week. What I realized is on the weeks that I didn't do it, it was because I didn't need to do it, usually. And I started to realize that it wasn't that I was failing at this task, it was that I started to master the task. So I started to almost subconsciously remember what kinds of meals we were used to eating, what we usually ate, what would be a good snack right now based on what the kids ate yesterday for snack. Like my brain just started to handle it better because it got used to the system, the cycle, whatever you want to call it. So once I kind of realized that, and through this group coaching program, I realized that that was an all or nothing mindset. I was so excited because, I mean, what a better feeling to find out that you're not actually failing at this, you're actually becoming a master at this. And so you don't need this tool as much as you maybe did in the beginning. So that's a question that I would pose to you, or I guess a little tidbit that I'll leave you with. When productivity tools start to become overkill, maybe take a look and see if you've mastered that task. Another way of looking at this, a cute analogy I came up with that goes along with the cooking is, as chefs get better at cooking, they start to measure less. So if you find that you're doing pretty good putting dinners together or snacks together, it's because you're getting better at it, not because you should be meal planning better. I bet right now you can remember those 3 snacks that your kids like, and so you don't even have to look at this calendar. You can just pull from your brain. The point is, meal planning is so great, so helpful, but don't fall into the trap of thinking that you have to do it every single week for the rest of your life, because you don't. I also just wanted to let you know that I am now offering one-on-one life coaching for new moms. If you're a mom who just, you want to have it together, you want to enjoy your motherhood, you don't want to be struggling over a meal plan, call me. Let's sit down, let's chat, let's figure out what your top goals, your priorities are, and then make a plan to get there. That's what I'm here for. That's what we're gonna do. This isn't about judgment. This isn't about telling you how to do things. This is not about me being an expert mom. This is about me having some tools that I can share with you, that I can help you walk through to get crystal clear on what you want and how you can get it. So that link will be down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Bye! And if you're new, make sure you Subscribe down below. Oh, you can see that only half of my wall's painted. How cool is that?